Steve Gamache here with another Chef Knives to Go quick look product review. And what we're looking at this time is the Takeda Aogami Super Stainless series. This is their Bunka 170mm knife. So they've got two lines. They've got the classic line, which is ironclad, and then they've got the NAS or stainless line, which is stainless clad. And Takeda-san worked for over a year trying to perfect the stainless cladding in the process. And so this is a relatively new line within the past few years. The heat treat on this core steel, which is Aogami Blue Paper Super, reactive high carbon steel from Hitachi, is about 62 Rockwell. And Takeda-san is an expert on Aogami Super steel. That's what he does. So the construction is, again, a stainless cladding on either side of that core steel for a 3-layer sandwich with a deep black Kudauchi or blacksmith finish, protective finish on top of that. This knife looks big, but look how light this is. 118 grams or 4.2 ounces. It's a nimble, light little lightsaber. And the edge length is about 177 millimeters or 7 inches from the tip to the chin on this one. Takeda's can vary more than almost any other brand on the sizing because they don't use a pattern. They hammer them out. And so you can get a fair amount of variance in that. So if you have a preference for length or height, I'd like something shorter or longer, you can ask Chef Knives to Go, and if they have a few, sometimes they'll take a look for you and see if they can find something that might suit your taste. So again, keep that in mind. This particular one is about 12.3 inches long totally, and the spine thickness. I thought the classic Bunka was thin. This thing is ridiculously thin. I don't know, can you see that? It's crazy. This is about 1.6 millimeters coming out of the handle. This is a hand-hammered knife, folks, and it just holds that, and it thins down off of that and just keeps that thinness all the way through. It hits the turn at the reverse sword tip and just stays skinny all the way till the grind. And you can see these have a primary bevel that goes right to the edge. They do not have a secondary edge bevel, so it's what we call a zero grind. It's just the primary bevel is ground right into the edge. These have excellent food release. They've actually got a slight concave shape to the blade face. Even this thin, they still put some in there. So food release is really top notch. Blade height on this is a really tall one. I'm sure they've got some shorter ones, but this one's 58.7 at the heel, and I measured it in the middle just for that, but it's about 59. So this baby's tall. It's kind of a Nikiti range with a tip on it, but super skinny one. This one's got cool figuring on it, but it's octagonal rosewood. The site says ebony, but I've been looking at these really close, and to me this looks like black packawood. We'll see. We'll do some confirmation with Mark on that. Looks like black packawood to me. But really nice fit and finish on their handles. They always do that. Again, this one's got some really nice figuring. They're famous for putting a serious glue sealant on the face of the ferrule where the tang goes in, and that's going to keep moisture out. They may needs to be tools, guys and gals, so this is a tool meant to work and work hard, and so they seal that up to keep the moisture out of there. So they're pretty, they're not super cheap, but they are, believe it or not, they're workhorses when used correctly. Balance point on this is about almost close to a pinch grip. We're really pretty darn close. And boy, is it light and nimble despite with the appearance of the size. Handle circumference is about 73 millimeters or 2.9 inches, right here where the ferrule and the main handle would meet. Plenty of board clearance, obviously. Let's take a close-up look. So the stainless versions are really similar to their classic counterparts. Sometimes the blades are a little thinner, as in this case. Sometimes they're a little stiffer as well for the same thinness, but you can see the finish is quite a bit smoother than the classic series. So one's not better than the other, they're just different. So you can see this is quite a bit smoother, and the Kudauchi is much darker. You've got your embossed kanji heart symbol. This says NAS for the new Aogami Super, so this is the stainless one, as far as the logo goes. And then you can see that primary bevel. You can see the cladding and then the core steel showing at the edge. So look how skinny that thing is. Is that crazy or what? It's hard to believe this is hand hammered, and it's straight as an arrow too. This baby is super straight. It's amazing. So let's take a look at it on the cutting board. Fit and finish is really nice. Spine, choil, it's 7, maybe 8 out of 10 sharpness out of the box. So just pull it out and start working. Here is the profile. It's kind of a gentle curve, a little bit of back belly, really low tip. So this is not a rocker. I'm getting higher than I did on the classic version, but you're not going to rock this very high without digging the tip in. So it's really more of a push-pull cut, maybe chopper, but just kind of a unique knife. Nobody does this other than Takeda-san exactly like this as far as the construction methods and the geometry of the knife and the thinness of the blade. It's really cool. So this is the Takeda Aogami Super Stainless, or the NAS series Bunka 170 millimeter knife.